Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our CS class. Hope you all are fine and healthy. Be safe in your home. Let's start our class. This is our third class. In the first class, we started with an introduction and syllabus discussion. In second class, we studied bare bones of Python programs, expressions, operators, statements, comments, etc. And then we studied variables and assignments, dynamic typing and static typing, and input and output functions. In today's class, we are going to study data types used in Python language, and mutable and immutability of types. Let's start our class. Let's start our class with data type. Data types are used to identify the type of data and operations on it. By using the data type, we can identify the data. If it is a string or if it is an integer, this can be identified by using data types. In Python, there are 5 data types we used. First one is numbers, second is string, third is list, 4 is tuple, and fifth is dictionary. First is data types for numbers. Numbers means there are 3 types of numbers are there. They are integers, floating point, and complex numbers. For integer type, integers, signed integer and unsigned integer are there. In integer type, integers and booleans are there. Booleans means to check whether the condition is true or false. So, in floating point numbers, we will use precision points. And in complex numbers, a real part and an imaginary part will be there. So, first data type integers. In integers, there are 2 types of integers. They are integers and booleans. Integers means it uses single data type int, keyword int. If it is big or small, if the data is big or small, in the purpose of integers, we will use int. It is signed representation. Signed means positive or negative. We can specify either it is positive or negative. Second data type is booleans. Booleans means true or false. True or false. For true we will use 1 and for false we will use 0. So first data type is number type. In that first classification is integers. In integers there are 2 classifications. They are integers, signed integers and booleans. And next is floating point numbers. Floating point numbers means it contains a floating point representation or precisions are there. Or double precision floating point numbers are there. For this, float data type is used for the data which contain point 1.5, 1.25. We will use float data type. And third one is complex numbers. Complex numbers like this a plus bj. This a is the real part. Bj, this is the complex part or imaginary part. In this also we will use float value stored as which will be stored as floating values. Complex numbers also stored as floating values. If set is the value or variable, then set dot real gives the real part and set dot imaginary gives the imaginary part. So these are the Python numbers range. In this there is a box in this specifying many types of number data types: integers, booleans, floating point numbers, and complex numbers. So these are the number data types used in Python. Next is the data type for strings. What is a string? String is group of characters. Usually we will use either double quotes or single quotes in Python to represent string. Other languages use double quotes, but in Python, either double quotes or single quotes is also used for representing strings. So, all strings in Python are Unicode characters. Group of characters are known as strings. These are some legal strings in Python. Here ABCD we are using double quotes. ABCD means 4 characters are enclosed in double quotes. So a combination of characters and number is also possible, but they are enclosed in double quotes. So these are the second data type, string. Next, third data type is list. You heard the term list. These all are your first year portions, so you all know we are revising that topic. List. A list is a group of elements which is separated by commas. Here we are using commas. In list, values are enclosed in square brackets. Look, this square bracket. We are using square bracket in a list. Data are stored internally from the position of 0 onwards, like that. Virtual imagination. Virtually data are stored like that. So here, if the name of this list is L, then L of 0 is 1, L of 1 is 2, and so on. So in 0th position, 1 is stored. In first position, 2 is stored, and so on. So in list, values are stored from 0th position. What is the length of a list or length of a string? In a string, length is the number of characters in a string, and in a list, length is the number of elements in the list. So what is the length of this list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is the length. What is the index? What is index? Index means a position in a list. For example, index of 1 is 0 because at 0th position this 1 is stored. Index of 2 is 1. So what will be the index of last element? If length is L, then index of last element will be L minus 1. Right. Here there are 5 elements. Last element's index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means 5 minus 1. That is length minus 1 is the index of last element. This is applicable for string, tuple, dictionary. For all data types, this concept index starts from 0, but length is counted from 1. So last element's index will be, if L is the length, then last element's index will be L minus 1. Next data type is tuple. Tuple is also like list. A small difference is there. List is mutable and tuple is immutable. We will discuss later about mutable and immutable. So here tuples also used for storing data like in list. But the difference, what is the difference? Here we are using square bracket, but here we are using parenthesis. So data are enclosed in parenthesis. All the features of list are same that of tuple, but except in one case, that is mutability. Tuple is immutable. So position also the same. First value have position 0. Number of elements is the length of tuple. Last element will be L minus 1, like that. Next data type is dictionary. We all are using dictionaries in our home to find some meanings. What is the meaning of boy? Then we will search his dictionary. So in dictionary there is a key and value. Key means by using this key we will find the page. For example, if we want to find the meaning of computer or science, then we will search in S, then SC, SCIENCE, like that we will search in the dictionary. By using this alphabetical order we will search. Like that in our dictionary too, data are enclosed in this type of brackets which is known as braces. So in dictionary data are enclosed in braces. In our maths we are using these type of brackets known as braces. So in dictionary there are For single value, there are two elements will be there. Single element, two values will be there. That's the right. That means for first element, there will be two values. First is known as key and second is known as value. This key and value is separated by using colon. Let's look this example. Here a colon 1. So first element is this a colon 1. So this is the key. A is the key, 1 is the value. E is the key, 2 is the value. I is the key, 3 is the value. So value and key and value are separated by using these two dots, which is known as column. So dictionary also length will be the same. Here length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements are there because one element contains key and value. So this is first element, this is second element, and so on. So by using dictionary, values are enclosed in braces. It is also used to store data. Dictionary, tuple, all known as data structures also, because we are storing data in it by using dictionary, list, tuple. So they are known as data structures. In dictionary, values are used, key value pairs are used to represent elements. So these are the dictionary. These are a brief idea about what we have discussed today about data types. That is core data types, numbers, in numbers tree classification, integer, float, complex. And then is sequences. Sequences means values are stored in sequence. Sequence means one after another. So string, tuple and list are the sequence data types. Then third one is mapping. Mapping means for mapping by using key value pair, mapping is possible, and for that we are using dictionary. Next topic is mutable and immutable types. In the case of list and tuple, we told list is mutable and tuple is immutable. So what is the difference between mutable and immutable? Mutable means we can change the value in its address or in its memory location. That is known as mutability. That is, we can change the value of an object in its memory, which is known as mutability. And immutable means we can change the value, but it will not change in the memory. So value will not change in the memory. That is, previous values place and new values place will be different. This is known as immutability. So first, immutable types. Immutable types are integers, floating point, numbers, boolean, strings and tuples are immutable. Immutable means we cannot change the position or we cannot change the memory address of the value. For example, let us discuss an example, then you will understand. Here the value of p equal to 5, q equal to p, r equal to 5. Then what happened? Value of p will be 5, q will be 5, r will be 5. And then after some times the value will change as p equal to 10, r equal to 7, q equal to r. That means p equal to 10, r equal to 7, q equal to 7, because q equal to r means r have 7 value. Initially what happens? These statements are executed. P equal to 5, q equal to 5, r equal to 5. So look this figure. P, q, r and r pointed to 5, which is at location 206. I think 206 or 208. So this P, Q and R is pointed to 208, where the value of P and Q and R becomes 5, because here P, Q, R are 5. After some times the next statements will execute. That means P equal to 10, R equal to 7, Q equal to R. So Q equal to 7. Then what happens? This P, Q, R and points to, P will point to 10. Q will point to 7, R will point to 7. So at this position, at the previous position, P, Q and R pointed to 208 position where the value was 5. That position, that value will be there. Here a new value is assigned at a new position. So without changing the position or without changing the value in memory, we are changing the variable to a new value. That is known as immutability. That is, In this place, the value will be 5 in both cases. Here in 208, value will be 5. Here also, value will be 5. We are changing the value of P, Q and R. P becomes 10, R7, QR. Then a new position is assigned, or new place is assigned, and there the value is changed. That means we cannot change the value directly in immutable types. So we cannot change the value directly. That value will be there. Previous value will be in another memory location. We cannot change the memory location's value, which is known as immutability. And next is mutable type. Mutable type, we already told, list is mutable, dictionary is mutable. So in mutable type, values can be changed in place. That means if the value here, a list is created with value 246, chk of 1 equal to 40 means this 4 will change as 40. So in this memory, that is at chk of 1, the value of 4 is replaced by this 40. That is, the value is at the memory position, value is changed. In the previous case, chk of 1 is 4, and while we are applying chk of 1 equal to 40, then what happens? This 4 is changed to 40. So at the position of chk of 1, what will be the value? 40 will be the value. So we are replacing the original value with a new value in mutability. But in immutability, previous value will be there. A new value is stored in new position. So by using mutability, we can change value directly. So this is known as list is mutable, because in list we are directly changing the value. So these are the concepts of mutability and immutability. That's all for today's classes. Thank you and have a nice day.